Hello femmes, men and other sparkling gems. My name is Elanayru and welcome back to this video. It has definitely been a little while since I've done a video, I apologise, but you know, that's life and it's okay. I think I may have got a bit creatively burnt out after Inktober, but you know, it's nice to take a bit of a break anyways. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I was in the midst of moving into a small remote town for work and had limitations on my technology, so it was just easier to finish up with the Inktober stuff on my phone and then just wait until my new laptop arrived, which it finally has. Yay! So this speed draw is one, if you haven't sort of already guessed, Link from Legend of Zelda. Now it was quite interesting as I was drawing this because I did my construction lines and I had my proportions wrong all the way throughout and it was really frustrating, and I think I nearly got to that point where I wanted to can it. I didn't even want to finish this piece, but I had a stern word with myself and, you know, I realised that it had been over 2 months that I'd actually completed a digital art piece and I really wanted to do something and, you know, trying to accept those challenges instead of going, oh, too hard basket. It's also the male anatomy too, which is something that I'm still learning and trying to figure out. I find the female anatomy quite easier to do. Just because of all the curves that you can accentuate and things like that, whereas with men I have no idea. But you know, once I just kept plugging at it, and then as you could see before, I used the tool to be able to move all the pieces around and stuff, the lasso tool and the free transform tool, which made a lot of difference really, because when I got to this stage I was a bit more happier of how it was sort of turning out. The arm was still bugging me a little bit and I wasn't really sure what it was, so I sort of left it and went and did other things and messed around using references and stuff to make his clothing. And trying different things, like he has these sideburns, but when I added them in I didn't quite like it. But once I'd finished it off a bit, I sort of realised that the proportions were just wrong, and I know his arm is outstretched so it's meant to be a bit bigger, but it just wasn't looking right. And so then being able to manipulate with the tools provided in digital artwork, it was very helpful. Something that I didn't really have when it came to Inktober, but that's okay. Legend of Zelda actually had a huge impact as I was growing up. It's one of those first games that I ever played on the Nintendo 64 and I just loved it and have consistently loved it since. I mean, I feel like I can't really claim hardcore fan because I haven't really played Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild because I'm now way too poor to have a Nintendo Switch. But I've been hearing some really cool things about it and I've always loved the stories. My favourite is Ocarina of Time and I think that's mainly because it was the one I grew up with, but I do really love Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. Oh, and Wind Waker was pretty cool as well. Photoshop recently got an update, apparently within the last 2 months, that I wasn't aware of, and I tried to use the cheaty wand tool to select the areas and then use the fill bucket to colour in. Fill bucket? I don't know. But it was all weird and I really didn't have the patience to try and figure out what it was to maneuver it. So I just stuck to plain old traditional colouring in, which I think I really enjoyed it and may have had a bit of influence from Inktober, but yeah, there's just something nice about being able to just colour the artwork in. So now that I've actually got the technology to do stuff, I am looking forward to making more art videos and working on my animations and things like that. If there are any recommendations or suggestions of what I should draw next, I am open to suggestions. Whilst I still have the commitments of my current job, I would still like to keep up with my artwork and make sure that I get to dabble in it more often than I have, definitely compared to the last 2 months. But this is coming towards the end of the video, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my speed art. I'm not very chatty today, I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to giving you more content. So farewell and have a great day. Bye.